illustration of recovering a hidden treasure was given to point out proper efforts are necessary to discover one's Swarupa, Atma Swarupa. A hidden treasure cannot be gained just by simply repeating like what is called as nikshepa. Nikshepa is hidden treasure. Simply you say nikshepa, hidden treasure, you are not going to get it. You have to dig, and any boulders etc. that are there which obstructs actually the taking of the treasure, you have to remove them and finally accept. Likewise, here first Shravana, inquiry as to what the Swarupa is, has to be taken to from a competent master. Thereafterwards, Manana, reflection, to get the doubts clear have to be undertaken. Finally, Nididhyasana, consistent Chintana, thinking of one's own Swarupa with of course due prepared mind is indispensable to directly cognize one's own Swarupa, so that one can directly know the Swarupa, what it is in reality. Therefore, what is necessary, he is now concluding. Tasmat
sarva prayatnena bhavabandha vimuktaye svaireva yatna kartavyaha lokadaviva panditai tasmat sarva prayatnena bhavabandha vimuktaye svaireva yatna kartavyaha lokadaviva panditai. अन्वय तस्मात् पंडितैः स्वैः एव भवबन्धविमुक्तये सर्वप्रयत्नेन यत्नः कर्तव्यः रोगादौ इव. Again, तस्मात् पंडितैः स्वैः एव भवबन्धविमुक्तये सर्वप्रयत्नेन यत्नः कर्तव्यः रोगादौ इव.
While reading Svaireva Yatna Kartavyaha, one way, otherwise many are chanting Svaireva Yatna Kartavya. Any difference in that? Svaireva Yatna Kartavya. Why? Because Visarga is there. And because Ka follows, that comes there. So Yatna Kartavya is not correct reading as a Svaireva Yatna Kartavya. Tasmat, therefore. What is this therefore? Meaning of tasmat is therefore. But what are those things? Many things are there which were told by the author. Number one, bondage can be removed by one's own effort. If I have to get rid of my bondage, bhavabandha, who has to put forth effort? Myself. By proxy, efforts are not going to help. Fine? Svai, that is what he said. Sviya bandhaha annena na nivartayitum shakyaha. One's own bondage cannot be removed by others. In life, there are many remedial measures you can take to by proxy. You can take to buy. See, some puja, etc., you can ask the priest to do it and you pay the dakshina, means the result is yours. Many yajnayagas are that way. Ritviks do it and you have to give them the dakshina specified by the Vedas, and finally is it as if you are purchasing the result is yours. Now here that by method by proxy is not possible. So that many illustrations are given. If you are hungry, who has to eat the food? You can't say. Disease. One who has got disease has to take the medicine. Likewise, one who has got the bondage has to put forth the efforts to get freed from the bondage. Number one, that is, efforts need to be put forth by the individual who has got the bondage. Number one. Then fine, I will put forth the effort. Simply saying I will put forth the effort won't work. What is necessary? First of all, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Certain adjustments in the personality are necessary based on the proper value structure as guided by the Shastra. We have seen in detail sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Then approach a competent master. From competent master, expose to the inquiry as to what is the swarupa. Then take to manana, nididhyasana, then sakshatkara, then moksha is possible. So therefore tasmat, because all these efforts are involved and one has to put forth the effort by oneself. Therefore, so what should be done? Panditaihi. By panditas. Panditas here means vivekibhihi. So not scholars, etc. Those who have got the proper viveka as to what is the final goal of life. Panditaihi. What should be done? Swaihi eva. By themselves, not by proxy. The one who wants to get freed from bondage has to put forth the effort. Swaihi eva. What should be done? Bhavabandha vimuktaye sarva prayatnena yatnaha kartavyaha. Bhavabandha vimuktaye, to get freed from the bondage of bhava samsara, free from the bondage of samsara. So sarva prayatnena, by all means, not little effort won't do, by all means, yatnaha kartavyaha, one has to put forth the effort. How? Rogadau iva. Then it was told, but he repeats now, just as in the case of disease, etc. Disease, hunger, thirst, who has to take to the remedial measure? The person who is suffering from that. Likewise here, one has to put forth the efforts. Slowly he is now starting the answer to the question that were asked by the Shishya. Continuing.
First note the sandhi. Yastvayatya is yaha tvaya adya. Yaha tvaya adya. Now anvaya. अद्य त्वया यः प्रश्नः कृतः सः वरीयान् शास्त्रविन्मतः सूत्रप्रायः निगूढार्थः मुमुक्षुभिः च ज्ञातव्यः। अगेन, अद्य त्वया यः प्रश्नः कृतः सः वरीयान् शास्त्रविन्मतः सूत्रप्रायः निगूढार्थः मुमुक्षुभिः च ज्ञातव्यः।
Adya, today means now. I hope you remember the questions that were asked by the student. Ko nama bandha kathamesha agataha. 49. What is bondage? Kaha nama bandhaha. Katham eshaha agataha. How it has come into existence. Katham pratishtha asya. How this bondage continues to be there. Katham vimokshaha. How can one get freed from the bondage? Kosavanatma. Who is this anatma? Paramaha kaha atma. Who is this paramatma? Katham tayoho vivekaha. How you can sift, distinguish between atma, paramatma and anatma. Like these 7 questions were asked. Says, already he has congratulated for those questions. Now he is going to answer, therefore he refers to this. Adya tvaya yaha prashnaha kritaha. Oh dear student, whatever that question that you had asked today means now. Saha, do you know what is that? Saha variyan shastra vinmataha. Like what is, the $1 million question. Saha variyan, the most exalted question. Shastra vinmataha. It has the consent of all those who know Shastra thoroughly. It is not a stray question. It is a very well thought of question which deserves due attention so that one knows the answer to that. Shastra vinmataha means your question is in accordance with the Shastras. Here Shastra is what? Vedanta Shastra, Adhyatma Shastra. And that question is, you have asked is what? Sutra prayaha. Almost it is like a sutra aphorism. What do you mean by sutra prayaha? Author gives the meaning. Nigudhartha. Nigudhartha means it has got hidden meaning in itself. Outwardly it may say, what is bondage? From where it has come? How it continues? Or how it can be freed? One can get freed from that. It appeared, but it has got hidden meaning in that. The highest purpose of life can be accomplished if you have directly discovered the solution to these problems asked in your question. Nigudhartha mumukshubhi cha jnatavyaha. Should be known by mumukshus. If that is the case, very easy. You mug up the stanza. Ko nama bandha kathamesha agata katham pratishtha sa katham vimoksha. You have known the question or not? Not that way. One has to directly discover the answer that is there. One has to have the first-hand knowledge of what it actually is going to tell us. Mumukshubhi, those who would like to get freed from the life of limitation, tensions, confusions and janma, marana, they should know the meaning of the questions and its answer. Now I am going to answer it. Be attentive. So that is, attention of the Shishya is being drawn. Now be attentive. So that the questions are being answered.
Shrunushvavahito vidvan यत् मया समुदीर्यते तदेतत् अवहितः शृणुष्व तत्श्रवणात् भवबन्धात् सद्यः विमोक्षसे. Again, vidvan yat maya samudiyate tadetat
tad avahitaha shrunushva.
Tad avahitaha shrunushva.
Etat
shravanat bhavabandhat sadyaha vimokshase.
Vidvan. Vidvan means, O wise person, O intelligent one. Yat maya samudiryate, whatever that is now going to be answered by me. Avahitaha shrunusva. Avahita means attentively, with full attention, now listen what I am going to reply. And tad avahitaha shrunusva. Etat shravana, by exposing to this, what is inquiry that is going to be conducted now, exposing to this shravana. Shravana is in terms of not simply listening, in terms of inquiry, in reply to what was asked by the shishya. Tade shravana, bhavabandhat sadyaha eva vimokshase. By this, you will get freed from bondage of samsara when sadhyaha, right now, here, provided a clause is there. Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is thorough. Antakarana shuddhi is there. Steadiness of the mind is there. See, for example, there is gunpowder and you light a matchsticks. How long does it take to get the blast? And suppose, in spite of that, you go on striking the matchsticks and one box is over, the powder is not at all getting blasted. What does it mean? It is damp, that's all. It is damp. Dry it up. It will blast. Like that, in spite of Shravana, if Atmajnana doesn't take place, either the mode of conducting the inquiry is not correct or the Antakarana is not ready. So he said, so here the Guru is confident as to what is going to be unfolded. He said, right now here, see that if the, and again he has given the certificate to the student that you are the fit person, you have got the right frame of mind. So from that standpoint he said, so etat shravana sadhyaha, now itself, in the sense it is not like this. You first listen to this and afterward do something, and by doing something you will get the Atma Jnana. No, right now here. Why? What is being pointed out is your Swarup, your true nature. Is it available or not? You may say, what is this Swarup? At least no. I, whatever thing that is called a I is available or not. That is your true nature. But then why do you need Vedanta? Because some wrong notions have crept in. Whatever that is not my nature is superimposed as my nature. As a result, we have to do sifting. Viveka has to be taken to discard what I am not and discover what I am. So that being the case, he says, if the right frame of mind is there, right now you can discover that. Sadhyaha bhavabandhad vimokshase. You will get freed from the bondage of samsara. Continuing. Now here, stanza 69 and 70 give the syllabus, as it were, of this adhyatmic pursuit. A program. So what is to be taken to gain the Atma Jnana? First, in nutshell, of course he has already introduced it, but in nutshell he gives And again, once again says, be attentive now, and then start the inquiry.
मोक्षस्य हेतु प्रथमो निगद्यते वैराग्यमत्यन्तमनित्यवस्तुषु ततः शमश्चापि तमस्ति तिक्षा न्यासः प्रसक्ता किल कर्मणां दृशम्.
Continue.
मोक्षस्य हेतु प्रथमो निगद्यते वैराग्यमत्यन्तमनित्यवस्तुषु ततः शमश्चापि दमस्ति तिक्षा न्यासः प्रसक्ता किल कर्मणां दृशम्. ततः श्रुतिस्तन्मननं सतत्वम् ज्ञानं चिरं नित्यनिरन्तरं मुनेः ततो विकल्पं परमेत्य विद्वान् इहैव निर्वाणसुखं समृच्छति. ततः श्रुतिस्तन्मननं सतत्वम् ज्ञानं चिरं नित्यनिरन्तरं मुनेः ततो विकल्पं परमेत्य विद्वान् इहैव निर्वाणसुखं समृच्छति. अन्वय अनित्य वस्तुषु अत्यंतं वैराग्यं मोक्षस्य प्रथमः हेतुः निगद्यते ततः शमः च अपि दमः तितिक्षा प्रसक्ता किल कर्मणां दृशं न्यासः. Again of 69. अनित्य वस्तुषु अत्यंतं वैराग्यं मोक्षस्य प्रथमः हेतुः निगद्यते ततः शमः च अपि दमः तितिक्षा प्रसक्ता किल कर्मणां दृशं न्यासः. Now 70. ततः मुनेः श्रुतिः तन्मननं चिरं नित्यनिरन्तरं सतत्वध्यानम् ऐड निगद्यते ततः विद्वान् परम् अविकल्पम् एत्य इह एव निर्वाणसुखं समृच्छति. Again, ततः मुनेः श्रुतिः तन्मननं चिरं नित्यनिरन्तरं सतत्वध्यानम् ऐड निगद्यते ततः विद्वान् परम् अविकल्पम् एत्य इह एव निर्वाणसुखं समृच्छति.
First of all, this is the means. What is that? Anitya vastushu atyantam vairagyam. Atyantam vairagyam. Total dispassion towards the things, beings and events which are anitya, impermanent in nature. Anitya vastu, the vastus, the things, beings and events which are impermanent in nature. That is that atyanta vairagya, no more any interest in that. What we would like to gain in life? Why do we run after the sense objects? Not for the sake of sense objects or the beings, etc. What you want is joy, happiness. Says this is not their content. This is not their nature. So therefore say we have seen to some extent. A sense object, when you indulge in, certainly gives some joy. Nobody can deny. Even Shastra also doesn't deny. But only Shastra says, don't take to this Dravida Pranayama. You know Dravida Pranayama? At least you know what is Pranayama. At least you know that some twisting of the nose is. So like something with that. Now, for that you have to do like this. Instead of that, this person does, you eat. You can eat this also, no? That is called a Dravida Pranayama. So like that, my dear sir, you want happiness, is it not? Seek happiness. Why do you run after the sense object? No. They give us. Who told you they give you? Think. You think here. Why? If sense objects were to give happiness, a given object should give same quantum of happiness to all alike. Yes or no? If it is its nature, is it? Suppose I have brought here Tirupati Balaji laddus and distribute to all. Some will be very happy, some will be miserable because they like it, but the sugar, the blood has become too sweet, and if they eat, doctor's bill and medicine will increase. So that is there. So why? No. There are people who don't like at all. See, in India, have you seen some people who don't like mangoes? Otherwise, Indians means mangoes something unique. There are Mahabhagas who don't like mangoes also as such. So if a given thing were to give happiness to all, it should give equally. Not only that. Again, to the same person, a given thing may not give the happiness at all period of time. Mood of the mind also comes in picture. If a person is not in proper mood, even the most desirable thing is incapable of giving the happiness. So that means it is not so. Further, if happiness were the very intrinsic feature of a given object, you increase the quantity of object, pro rata, what should happen? Happiness also should increase. Does it? Try करेंगे? I can't. I can't provide you the means. You do that. Order 50 laddus, okay? And you let us say you like laddus. First laddu you ate. Very good. And very good quality laddus. Second laddu was given. Still better. Third, fourth, depends on you. A time will come, you will not be able to bear the sight of the laddu. The law of diminishing returns faithfully applied. Is it not? Then if laddu were something that is happiness, more the laddu, more the happiness. No, this should give us enough data to think properly. Then how is that when we indulge in the desired sense object, we do get some happiness. Yes. You know how it is? We have got the desire. I must have it, I must have it, I must enjoy it, I must enjoy it. So when you have got desire, what is your frame of mind? Are you at ease? Like a ghost, you will run here and there and all that, you do all these things, right? There is some sort of unrest in the mind. See, you have to discover yourself. It's not something you have to believe or anything. Some sort of unrest is there in the mind. When the desired object, you got it. Abha, I got it. Some happiness is there. Do you know what has happened? That unrest in the mind has got hushed to some extent. When you indulge in that, then what happens? It depends. Suppose, why not depends? There is no guarantee that you will have more happiness. But generally, it is possible. So what happens? So the mind is so composed, you know what happens? At that time, your true nature, that is Atma, Chaitanya Sarupa Atma, gets reflected in that, and what we are enjoying is your Swarupa Ananda. All Vishayandas are nothing but reflection of Swarupa only. A particular frame, a disposition is created by your desire and subsequent fulfillment of that, and therefore the Ananda, that is your Swarupa, gets reflected, and we in our wrong notion conclude that we got the happiness from where? Desired sense object. That is what Shastra says, don't take to this Dravida Pranayama. Directly discover your Swarupa as nothing but Ananda Swarupa. Of course, there is a method for that is going to be unfolded as such. So therefore, first of all, know for certain Ananda is there somewhere. That doesn't mean, no, Ananda is inside. That also is not going to help you to say. But you have to discover it, that is your Swarupa is Ananda Swarupa. See, for example, just for a while, in sleep, are you happy or not? Not you, anyone. Happy or not? That's why everyone would like to sleep. One day you may forego the food but not the sleep. From where that happiness came? Is it because you ate a delicious dish in the sleep? Is it because that you are listening to melodious music? Or is it because, no, Swamiji, do you know what it is? It is because I was sleeping on a cozy bed. Is it? Cozy bed, you are sleeping, true, but that feeling, the touch of that cozy bed is until you go to sleep. Once you have slept, you have no sense of touch at all. No, it is not that. It can make you introvert to go to sleep. That bed can provide. So, but actually when you are asleep, even that feeling is not there. Because of what? Is it because of some fragrance? None of the five sense objects are perceived in sleep, and yet we are happy. From where it has come? Swarup. That is why the moment you wake up from the sleep, best means of meditation, when you wake up from sleep, don't put on the light at that, don't get up and disturb others also. You simply, either you wake up or you are woken up, you may not even got up as such. Just dwell on that experience. You should develop the knack. Just dwell on that experience. At that time, you feel Ananda, and that Ananda is not because of any Vishayas, any sense object. Hitherto you are experiencing the Swarupa Ananda, little carry forward is there. It depends on the individual. The person is so hectic in his activities, what will happen? The moment he woke up, he jumps from the bed, because it is already 6:10 and he has to catch the 7:20 fast local. And before that he has to take bath, shaving, bath and breakfast, this, that, etc. Little glancing the newspaper also, and all those things he has to do. Not that. So that is what there. So from where that happiness came in Sri Swarupa. Then that is nice, but unfortunately ignorance is there. That is not going to help you, but it can certainly give you a clue. Anyway, in short, Anitya vastushu atyanta vairagya. First step. So you don't take the things for granted. So it's Vishayas by themselves have no happiness. It is a wrong notion because of which we think that we got the happiness from the Vishaya. Anitya vastushu atyanta vairagya. This is mokshasya prathamaha hetuhu nigadyati. This is the first hetu. Hetu means sadhana. It's not a cause, etc. or reason. So this is the first means sadhana for gaining moksha. In sadhana Chatursh Sampati we have seen. Most prominent is what? Vairagya. If you have got Vairagya, other things can be accomplished very easily. Then Tataha, Shamaha, thereafter Shama. All this is defined, all these Sadhya were defined earlier. He is just drawing our attention once again. Shamaha, mastery over the mind. Tatascha, the Shamaha, cha, api, damaha. Mastery over the indriyas, mastery over the mind. Means withdrawal of the mind, or withdrawal of the senses and the mind from sense objects. Thereafterwards, he says, titiksha, forbearance. Because see, so long as we have got the body, we have to face the world, and facing the world means what? Joy, sorrow, sukha, dukkha, mana, apamana, the heat, cold, all these pairs of opposites are bound to be there. We cannot totally get rid of them. To some extent we may try to, that means reduce the adverse impact of them, but totally it is just impossible to. For example, how are you going to get rid of the hunger and thirst? Can you? No. So they should be there. Otherwise you have to go to the doctor. So they are in a cyclic way they come, is it not? Not that once a day eaten, okay, that is fine, unless you are a yogi, great yogi, that is a fine thing as well. So that was it. So that in the case, says titiksha. These pairs of opposites, all these are defined earlier. Pairs of opposites we have to bear, means we should not get afflicted by this, otherwise one life will not be sufficient to be miserable. Because every moment we are going to face these pairs of opposite, and if you go on reacting, whole life will be miserable. See, now winter, Bombay there was no cold, nowadays it is cold. Afterwards summer, it is hot. Bhagwan was kind enough, he sent the rain. What is this rain? When I want to go to office only it comes. So what is the rain? In a tropical country like India, can you be at ease if you go on complain to this? If it is hot, you can put air conditioner or air cooler or whatever, that you do. Put on the fan and who will stop you? But don't go on reacting to these as titiksha. For a higher purpose of life, that one bears the lower pinpricks. For example, our great freedom fighters, how much trouble they had undergone. Do you mean to say they didn't have family and children? They were in the jail for such a long time. Why? My country must be free. So for that I am ready to bear these privations. So like that. So here the mumukshu is in for gaining the highest knowledge. So he has no time and leisure to pay the attention to these ordinary pinpricks of life. That is what is forbearance, that is titiksha. Prasaktakhila karmana nyasaha. Nyasa means giving up. Sannyasa of what? Giving up of what? This is of course the highest level for a person who is so mature. Grahasthas have to take the spirit of it, because Grahasthas cannot give up the karma. So therefore, so from that standpoint, she says, prasaktakhila karmana, that karmas which are prasakta. Prasakta means prapta. What is meant by prapta? Two ways it can be taken. One, those karmas which are the duties as per the varnashrama system. As per the varna system or ashrama system, as per that, whatever that are those the duties, get relieved from that. Everybody can't do that. It is not possible. A grahastha cannot do that. That's why I said a grahastha have to take a spirit of it. But a person who has got atyanta vairagya, sadhana chatusampatti, to such a person, Shastra relieves from the duties. See, look, if duties are not discharged, you know what happens? There is a guilty conscience. And a person with guilty conscience can never hope to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. So therefore, Shastra specifies the person, the one who has got sadhana chatush sampatti, shuddha antakarna, and depending on the status, all duties are discharged. Such a person is exempted from karma, not to live an idle life. So that leisure he uses for Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. You know, even in our Shastra, suppose a Grahastha is supposed to do many karmas every day. Suppose in that village or a place, a Mahatma has come and some Adhyatmic discourse is going on. That day, that Grahastha can skip his Anushtana. Shastra gives the sanction. If Anushtana means so much time is necessary, no, he can skip the Anushtana and go to the exposing to the Adhyatma, that is what? Discourse, etc. So that is this is the priority. In fact, Anushtana is for what? To make the mind prepare to gain this knowledge only. So therefore we should see the context. If a person has got the maturity, that person is exempted from the karma, and such a person, prasakta akila karmanam nyasaha, giving up of those which are otherwise the duties. That is one thing. Second level, it can be prasakta akila karmana means those karmas which are totally prompted by asakti, attachment. So those things which is, that means totally prompted by asakti, attachment, those can be given up as such. So like that, you have to see the context and one's own maturity depending on that. It is only to gain some leisure to gain this, that is take to Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Prasakta akhila karmanam bhrisham nyasaha. Bhrisham means atyanta, totally giving up. That doesn't mean this person is living an idle life now. Whatever karma was there, that is given. No. The leisure that he has got, getting freed from the karma, that time has to be utilized for Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Tataha, thereafter, after accomplishing what was told in this earlier verse, Tataha, Munehe, to this Muni means the one who has accomplished whatever that is told so far in this stanza 69, unto that person who is the Manana Shilavan, to this, what is the recommended? Shruti. Shruti literally means Vedas. But here Shruti means what you hear also is Shruti. Shravana. So thereafter one has to take to Shravana, that is He exposed to inquiry as to what is the Swarupa, etc. Shruti. Further, tan mananam, reflection on what is listened to from the competent master in accordance with the Shastra. Tan mananam, thereafterward, that is chiram, then nididhyasana comes. How long? Chiram nitya nirantaram satatva dhyanam nigadyati. Satatva dhyana is, that is nididhyasana, the chintana of Atma Swarupa. How long? Chiram, for a long period of time. Niranta, nitya nirantaram, continuously and consistently for a long period of time. Chiram means that should be the main preoccupation in life. Nitya. Satatva dhyanam, dhyana with the tattva, Atma Swarupa, that is nigadyati, that is recommended. That is recommended. Then that nidid is only a blueprint. Afterwards, each and everything is going to explain as a blueprint. Thereafterward, that nididhyasana has to culminate in the absorption of the mind in Atma Swarupa. Tataha vidwan, such a person who has got this taken to Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Param avikalpam etya prapya, having got what? Param avikalpam, nirvikalpa state of mind absorbed in the Swarupa, mind becoming just like Atma Swarupa, which is free from vikalpa. Vikalpa, bheda, all the wrong notions. So therefore, the Atma, the Antakarna, the mind becoming a replica of Atma. This provision is there in the mind. If this provision were not there, Atma Jnana will be next to impossible. In some other context we have seen, it will come in course of time, etc. So, Antakarna can become exactly like Atma, just as you see your face in the mirror. You have got a replica of your face in the mirror. Likewise, there is that capacity in the Antakarna for which lot of preparations are necessary. It can become just like Atma Ananda Swarupa. That is what is called as avikalpa or nirvikalpa state. Etya, when that is gained, you know, this vidwan, iha eva nirvana sukham samruchati. Iha eva, right now, here, samruchati. Samruchati means prapnoti, gains what? Nirvana sukha. Nirvana sukha is moksha sukha. Moksha rupa ananda directly experiences right now here. This is a blueprint. Starting from where? Anitya vastushu atyanta vairagyam, step by step. So having reminded what is that, what is going to be the means as such, now the actual Atma Anatma Viveka starts.
Yadbodhavyam tavedani Atmanatma vivechanam Taduchyate maya samyak Shrutvatmanyavadharaya सम्यक् उच्यते श्रुत्वा आत्मनि अवधारय. Again, yad atmanatma vivechanam tava bodhavyam tad idanim maya samyak ucchate shrutva atmani avataraya.
Whatever the discrimination between Atma and Anatma you are supposed to know, that I am now going to tell you. Listen and ascertain in your mind what exactly is Atma in contrast with what is Anatma. See? Yat Atmanatma Vivechanam. Vivechana, inquiry, distinction between Atma and Anatma. See? Tava bodhavyam, that you are supposed to know. That one, he says, tad, that one. Idanim, now I am going to start it. Idanim, maya, by me, samyak uchyate, is thoroughly going to be told now. Samyak means with thoroughness, not just passing by, sir. With thoroughness it is going to be told. What you do now? Shrutva, having listened to it attentively, Atmani avadharaya. Atmani means in your own mind. This word Atma, you have to see the context for it. Here, in your own mind, ascertain what is Atma in contrast to what is Anatma. Atma means the true I, Anatma means what is not I. So here into this. Now, what is this Anatma? First we have to see. Like this, on the blackboard you want to write. First what you have to do, wipe out whatever that is already there as such. Then you can write. Otherwise whatever the written is there and you go on writing, it is of no use. Like that first wrong notion of what is not me is mistaken as I, that you have to wipe out, that Anatma. For that we should know what all things are Anatma, and then Atma has to be unfolded. Stanza 124 and 125 is going to conclude what is Anatma. For that now, from stanza 72 onwards, what is Anatma is going to be elaborated step by step. So that is from stanza 72 onwards, so up to 123. So what is Anatma is going to be told, and 124 and 125, what is Anatma, not I, is going to be concluded. Now be careful. Now start, from where? Precisely what we take as I. Ask anyone, who are you? To what will they point out? Gross body. That is me. Is it not any doubt about that? If you go out and tell, hey, you are not, body is not me. Kidhar gaya tha? They will ask you, where did you go? You pick up all this nonsense, etc. See, for anyone, body is me. That body cannot be me. You will see that, how it is not that. That is the job of the Guru now. Who and here, who is Guru? Who is author? Shankaracharya himself. So let him now explain us how this physical body cannot be I, which we mistake. Abala Vruddha. From a peasant to the scholar, everyone takes the body as I. To point out the body, gross body cannot be I. First, see, what is this body is now going to be described as if with all anatomical structure. Suppose you take a transverse section of the body and what all you find out, all things are going to be pointed out here. Say, this body is this there, cannot be I, etc. We'll see next time, the big stanza.
पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय